Options: pi by 6, pi by 2, pi by 3, and pi by 4. The limits are minus 1 to 1. You know that whenever limits is minus a to a, what you're supposed to do? Identify whether given function is odd or even. If you have minus a to a and the function is odd, it is 0. For even function, 2 times 0 to a fx dx. So identify whether the function is odd or even. F of x has been given to you, which is cos alpha x by 1 plus 3 to the power x. Replace x by minus x. If it's positive, if it's the same function, then it's even. If it's negative, then it'll be odd, right? Replace x by minus sign, minus x. सेम आ रहा है? तो मतलब इवन नहीं है, नेगेटिव आ रहा है. इज इट माइनस ऑफ एफ एक्स? मतलब ऑड भी नहीं है. फंक्शन इज नीदर. क्या करना चाहिए? इफ यू रिप्लेस x by minus x, it is cos alpha minus x with cos alpha x 1 plus 3 to the power x. So this is neither equal to f of x nor equal to minus f of x. So we can't apply this property. So then you can apply another property, which is a to b. Apply that. A to b f of x dx is always a to b f of a plus b minus x. Apply this one. Use this property. So when you apply that property, let's call it equation 1. It is minus 1 to 1. Wherever you have x, you have to replace it by a plus b minus x into alpha is already there. The denominator, it is 1 plus 3 to the power a plus b minus x. So it is minus 1 to 1 cos alpha x over 1 plus 3 to the power minus x. You can multiply numerator by 3 to the power x. Divide, also multiply denominator by 3 to the power x. And then you can add 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2. 1 2 को ऐड कर लो, देखो क्या होता है. एग्जाम ओवर. डिनोमिनेटर सेम आ गया, ऐड हो जाएगा वो. लेफ्ट साइड वुड बी 2i. आई लेके किया था ना उसको हमने. So after adding, it is 2i on the left hand side, minus 1 to 1. Denominator is the same, so numerator will be added. Alpha x cos alpha x plus 3 to the power x into cos alpha x divided by 1 plus 3 to the power x. So 2i is equal to minus 1 to 1. You can take cos alpha x common. 1 plus 3 raised to power x over 1 plus 3 raised to power x. This cancels out. Now it's even function. Minus 1 to 1 cos alpha x is even function. So you can use property of even function, which is 2 times 0 to a cos alpha x dx. 2 and 2 cancels. Now it's I. I has been given as 2 pi. So 2 pi is equal to cos alpha x integral would be sin alpha x upon alpha limits 0 to 1. And you get the answer. So after integration, it is 2 pi. 2 pi is equal to sin alpha by alpha, right? So now you can substitute values and decide which one is the correct answer. If I substitute first option, I don't think it should be 2 pi then. There's something wrong. It is 2 by pi, not 2 pi. It is 2 divided by pi. So 2 pi alpha is equal to sin alpha. Now see, if I substitute alpha as pi by 6, alpha pi by 6, 2 by, 1 minute, 2 alpha by pi, right? Is equal to sin alpha. So if alpha is pi by 6, it won't satisfy, right? If it's pi by 2, it's 1 equal to 1. So B is the answer. It was 2 divided by alpha. हाँ, नहीं यहाँ पे it was 2 by pi ना, हमने 2 pi कर दिया था, right? All right. Integrate 0 to 4 greatest integer x, 0 to 2, 0 to 3 x greatest integer x, and 0 to 2 greatest integer of x square dx. Greatest integer function is a discontinuous function at integral values. Okay. Greatest integer function is a discontinuous function at integral values. So we have to basically, this is the graph of the greatest integer function. यहाँ पे it is discontinuous. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and so on. Minus 1, minus 1. So you have to break limits in such a way that the term inside is integer. ये integer होना चाहिए. So between 0 to 4, how many integers are there? 1, 2, 3. So you break the limits like this. 0 to 1 dx. 1 to 2 dx. 2 to 3 dx. And finally 3 to 4 dx. Limits will be always of x. and that the term inside the greatest integer has to be integer, because at integer it is not defined. तो लिमिट ब्रेक हो गई. अब 0 से 1, जब x की वैल्यू इज बिटवीन 0 and 1, what is the greatest integer? So it is 0. When x is between 1 and 2, the greatest integer is 1. It is 2 and it is 3. Now we can integrate and put the limits. Integrate and put limits. 0 तो 0 हो गया ना. 1 का x हो जाएगा. 2 कॉमन बाहर निकाल दो इस वाले में, इसमें 3 बार आ गया. नेक्स्ट करो. हम्म उसमें भी सेम करोगे, लेकिन अब एक x बाहर भी है. The second question, you have x outside also. So you can only change the greatest integer. Hmm. Again, this value has to be integer. So between 0 to 3, you'll have limits of 1, 1 to 2, and then 2 to 3. Between 0 and 1, x would be 0. Between 1 to 2, greatest integer would be 1, and this would be 2. The outside x will remain x only. Hmm. Integrate. x का x² by 2 हो गया ना. लिमिट चेंज डाल दो. फिजिक्स और मैथ्स का पेपर शेयर कर देना मेरे को. कैसा हुआ? मैथ्स मैथ्स फिजिक्स. डेरिवेशन पीपल कंफर्टेबल. घबरा गई तुम. अच्छा, क्या रहा है आंसर? ठीक है, नेक्स्ट करो. So this is x² by 2, limits 1 to 2. This is x², 2 and 2 cancels out. So 4/2 minus 1/2. This is 9 minus 4. 3/2 plus 5, 13/2. Now this is slightly different question. You have integration 0 to 2 x² dx. So this term inside will be integer. You have to break the limit in such a way that this term is integer. Limits हमेशा x की होंगी. Limits will be always that of x. So x varies from 0 to 2. So if x varies from 0 to 2, x² will vary from 0 to 4. X² will change from 0 to 4. This should be x² should be integer. So between 0 and 4, how many integers are there? 1, 2, ka 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But the limits would be for x. लिमिट्स हमेशा x की लगेगी. तो जब x² 0 तो x 0 होगा. जब x 1 है तो x² अगर 2 है तो x, x² 3, So limits would be like this: 0 to 1, 1 to root 2, root 2 to root 3, root 3 to 2. ठीक है? So this time limits will be for x. So the integral would be 0 to 1 dx. Then 1 to root 2 dx. Then root 2 to root 3 dx. And then root 3 to 2. So we have broken the limits in terms of x. Now the thing is, the value would be for x square. So when x is between 0 and 1, when x is between 0 and 1, x square is also between 0 and 1. है ना? So what is the greatest integer of 0 to 1? 0. So first part will be 0. Second part में x is 1 to root 2, but we have x square inside the integer. X square is 1 to 2. So it will be 1. Then x is between root 2 to root 3, but x square would be 2 to 3. It will be 2. And then it will be 3. Integrate and put the limits. Done. This is the answer. Yeah. Ln x is basically log x to the base c. So x is the greatest integer and log to the base e, ln 1 plus x over 1 minus x. The moment you see minus a to a, you have to apply odd even thing. Greatest integer, you already know how to integrate. Done? Break the integral in two parts. Now, ln 1 plus x over 1 minus x is an odd function or even function? Is neither. If you replace x by minus x, it would be ln 1 minus x over 1 plus x, right? If you add these two, you can apply the property log a plus log b is log a into b. So 1 plus x by 1 minus x into 1 minus x by 1 plus x. This will cancel. Log 1 is 0. This means this function is an odd function. So this will be equal to 0. The second part of the integral equals to 0. First part you already know how to answer. It's greatest integer. Minus half to what? Break the limits. इसका हाँ हाँ. This to you are already done. Minus half to 0 and 0 to half. And the second part has become 0. क्यों? No, no. Number line देखो. When it's minus half, the integer on the immediate left. So it'll be minus 1. And what about this? 0 to half? It'll be 0. देखो क्या आंसर आ रहा है. Hmm? So minus 1 is out. Integration would be x. Limits minus half to 0. Put the upper limit 0. The minus sign, lower limit. Minus half is answer. Right, Anuj? Zaina, Rin, Avika, Ryan, long time. This is 1 plus x. Rationalize and integrate. Hmm. Plus a. It's not a difficult question. Take your own time and answer correctly. Don't make silly mistake. It's easy question. Be careful with the calculations on there. Mm-hmm. हाँ now you integrate. तू तो बाहर निकाल दो ना, take it out. अब integrate कर दो. क्या कर रही हो तुम रैशनलाइज करने के बाद इतना लंबे कैसे क्यों कर रही हो substitute? There's no need of substitution. This is a linear function. Integration of 3 plus x would be 3 plus x to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. 0 to 1, 10. This is minus sign. 1 plus x to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Why to substitute? Limit एक बार ही डाल दो. 0 to 1. There's no need to substitute. ओके। हाँ वो भी कर सकते हो, जैसे 3/2 है ना। हाँ बट यू कैन लीव इट अदरवाइज ऑल्सो। 3/2 means 1 plus half. So 2 की power 3/2 is 2√2. 3 की power 3/2 is 3√2. 8 का root will be 2√2. Hmm. Root 8 is basically 2 cube का root, that is 2√2. So 2 तो कट ही गया, 1/3 can take out. Now put the limit 1. 4 to the power 3/2 minus, then you put 1, 2 to the power 3/2, right? Minus n, when you put lower limit, this is 3 raised to power 3/2. When you put 1, this 0 over here will be 1. 4 you can write as 2 square. This is 2√2. This is 3√3 plus 1. So 1/3, this is 8 minus 2√2 minus 3√3 plus 1. 3 minus 2√2 minus 3√3. Now there was something else given the question that ABC are ABC are rational numbers. ABC are rational numbers. So if ABC are rational number, that would mean now we can straight away compare. We can compare this. This is 3 minus 2√2 minus 3√3. So when you compare, this would be this. B would be minus 2. And acha. 1/3 is also there. So 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Hmm? Hmm. So it'll be 3 then. वो तो ठीक था. This is 2/3. This would be 1. Hmm. So that gives you A is equal to 3, B is equal to minus 2, and C equal to minus 1. कौन सा? हाँ, B is minus 2/3. हाँ तो रैशनल तो हम रैशनल मीन्स नो रूट. हाँ. So 2A plus 3B minus 4C. So 2A will be 6, 3B would be minus 2, minus 4C would be plus 4. So answer is easy, but calculation wise, you might make mistake here. Hmm. If before that you can make some substitution also, if possible. X is derivative of x square. X is derivative of x square. So first of all, you get rid of root. Change the limits also. This is the first substitution. And then change the limits also. When x is ln2 root, t would be ln2. When x is root 3, t would be ln3. Limit change karo. When x is under root ln2 will be t would be x square. तो root हट जाएगा basically. यहाँ भी root हटेगा. So you know how to change limits. When x is root ln2, t would be ln2. When x is root of ln3, t would be ln3. So limits have changed. X dx has become dt by 2. You can replace x dx by dt by 2. So integral I is 1 by 2. So root has gone now. Sin t dt over sin t plus sin ln 6 minus t. Then call it equation 1. So you have a to b value. Now you can apply a to b property. Wherever you have x, replace it by a plus b minus x. Wherever you have a, x, you replace it by a plus b minus x. In fact, we have a t over here. So replace t by a plus b minus t. A is ln2, b is ln3. Then you apply property of log. This would be ln6, and then cancel out. ln2 plus ln3 is ln6. Wherever you have t, you replace it by ln2 plus ln3 minus t. That is, t is replaced by ln6 minus t. So after that, this is 1 by 2, ln2, ln3. T is replaced by ln6 minus t. T is replaced by ln6 minus t. So it will be sine ln6 and t is replaced by ln6 minus t. This will cancel out. Look at the equation 1 and 2, they have the same denominator. देखो. हाँ. हाँ, तो प्लस टी हो गया ना. वो तो आफ्टर ओपनिंग द ब्रैकेट होगा ना. हाँ तो अब. हाँ ठीक है, तो अभी इस ये और इसका डिनोमिनेटर दिखाओ. इसका सेम है. इन दोनों को ऐड कर दो. नाउ एडिंग 1 and 2 बिकॉज दे हैव द सेम डिनोमिनेटर. कट जाएगा, ठीक है. Equation 1 and 2 have the same denominator. So left side would be 2i. Half is out. Limit ln2 to ln3. Sin t plus sin ln6 minus t. Whole divided by sin ln6 minus t plus sin t. This will cancel out 1. So I is equal to 1 by 4. Integration of 1 would be t. Limits. Answer is A. 1 by 4 ln 3 by 2. Have I done that question? X sin pi x mod. किया था मैंने. Mod x sin pi x. नहीं. चलो वो कर लेते हैं. इंटीग्रेशन -1. करा दिया. हम्म. लीव इट. Here this square bracket is greatest integer function. ठीक है. It's not simple bracket. Simple bracket नहीं है वो. Don't take it a bracket. Greatest integer function. So to break the limits so that 2 sin x is an integer. Limits x की होंगी, but the term inside the greatest integer should be 2 integer. 2 sin x has to be integer. The term inside The greatest integer has to be integer. So जरा देखो sin x is integer between values of sin x is between -1, 0 and 1. What about 2 sin x? It would be -2, 0 and 2. So between -2 and 0 you have -1. Between 2 and 0 you have 1. So value of 2 sin x would be -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. So sin x will be -1 by 2, 1 by 2. So we'll break the limits for x such that sin x is -1, minus half, 0, half and 1. So let's plot the graph of sin x. Sin x would be like this. It'll be 1 and -1. But sin 2 sin x, the graph of 2 sin x would be from -2 to 2. This would be -1. This would be 1. See, as far as we are concerned, we have to take limits pi to 2 pi. But I'll get all the limits right from 0 to 2 pi. Okay? So we have to break it over here. Here. So tell me, when 2 sin x is 1, 2 sin x is 1, that means sin x is 1 by 2. Sin x 1 by 2 कब होता है? 30 degree. Pi by. So one limit would be pi by 6. If the question was 0 to 2 pi, then 2 sin x is 2. 2 sin x is 2. Sin x is 1. Will be pi by 2. And this would be sine is also half in the second quadrant. Pi minus pi by 6, 7 pi by 6. So this value is 7 pi by 6. This is pi. Then -1 and then -2. Sin x is -1 in the which quadrant? Third. 2 sin x is -1 in third, no? 2 sin x is -1. Sin x is minus half. So sin pi plus theta is minus sin theta. So it will be minus 7 pi by 6. This would be 3 pi by 2. Also, sine is negative in the fourth quadrant. Sine 2 pi minus theta is also minus sine theta. Remember this. Sine pi plus theta is minus sine theta. Sine 2 pi minus theta is also minus sine theta. So 2 pi minus pi by 6 means this value is 2 pi minus pi by 6. Sine 11 pi by 6. हमें लिमिट्स लेनी पाई टू 2 pi, and that means from here to here only. I need to consider from here to here. That's it. And I
ये
know this. Yeah.
ये 7 pi by 6 पाई के बाद नहीं आया।
पाई के बाद ही आया 7 pi by 6.
तो मार्किंग में कंफ्यूजन हो।
अच्छा अच्छा, ये वाला था ना 7 pi by 6. ओके, ये pi minus pi by 6. This is 5 pi by 6. Now I can tell you which option cannot be the correct. एक ऑप्शन साफ पता लग रहा है. Integration gives us the area. Area is below x-axis. That means area cannot be. This option is ruled out. This is not the answer. Now you break the limits. We have to integrate only from this to this. This question has come twice in J with different limits. दो बार आ चुका है क्वेश्चन. तो pi 2 minus 7 pi by 6. The first is pi 2 7 pi by 6 dx. Then, sorry, 5 pi by 6. Then 5, no, 7 pi by 6 only. Then 7 pi by 6 to 3 pi by 2. Then 3 pi by 2 to 11 pi by 6. And 11 pi by 6 to 2 pi. लिमिट हमेशा x की होंगी, वैल्यू हमेशा इसकी आएगी. एक बार ये देख लो. Now the first limit pi to 7 pi by 6. What are the values of 2 sin x? 2 sin x की वैल्यू कितनी है देखो यहाँ पे. Sin pi is 0 and sin 7 pi by 6 minus 1. So which is the smaller integer between 0 and minus 1? So answer would be minus 1. So you always take the smaller integer. पहले वाले इंटीजर में माइनस 1 आएगा. यहां से यहां तक अगर तुम देखोगे तो पाई पे 0 है, 7 पाई पे 6 में माइनस 1 है, तो 0 माइनस 1 का ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर हमेशा इंटीजर ऑन द इमीडिएट लेफ्ट होता है. नेक्स्ट पार्ट देखो अब. 7 पाई बाय 6 टू 7 पाई बाय 3 पाई बाय 2. हाँ, दिस वुड बी माइनस 2. परफेक्ट. यहां से फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर 7 pi by 6 to this will be minus 2. So the smaller integer would be minus 2. So this is minus 2. What about from this to this? This is again minus 2. Because 3 pi by 2 is minus 2. 11 pi by 6 is minus 1. So the smaller is minus 2. So see, this is minus 2 is also minus 2. I can directly write one limit. 7 pi by 6 to 11 pi by 6. You can club these two. A to B plus B to C is A to B, A to C. That ways. And the last one is minus 1 and 0. Minus 1. So you can club these two. इसको एक single integral लिख लो. Calculation will be easier for you. नहीं, limits continuous नहीं है. It is A to B and then B to C. एक लिमिट कॉमन होनी चाहिए ना. अब बिना गलती किए इंटीग्रेट एंड टेल मी द आंसर. I'm clubbing the limit 7 pi by 6 to 11 pi by 6. माइनस साइन था ना. अच्छा, देन फिर माइनस एंड लोअर लिमिट की. अच्छा, ओके.
सो
हम्म
11 पाई बाई 6 वाली लिमिट एक बार बता सकते हैं आप कैसे है?
क्या?
11 पाई बाई 6 वाली लिमिट कैसे है?
See, if you have a to b and then b to c, you can write it a to c.
नहीं सर, ये समझ आ गया।
हाँ,
हमने
ele-
1/2
by
पे
six,
11 पाई बाई 6 कैसे ली?
sin x is minus half. Sin x is minus half at two values. One value would be pi plus pi by 6. Another would be 2 pi minus pi by 6. 2 pi minus pi by 6 is 11 pi by 6.
ओके सर।
Sin 2 pi minus theta is minus sin theta. क्या रहा आंसर? Minus pi minus a. तुम्हारा क्या आ रहा है? ये नेगेटिव आना चाहिए था पहला वाला। मैंने इसको शॉर्टकट मारा ना, शॉर्ट सर्किट हो गए तुम। See, the first one is minus pi by 6. This is 4 pi by 6, no? 8 pi by 6. This is pi by 6. 10 minus 10 pi by 6. Now, the same question came once again in JEE with the limits pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. कर लो. Same question with limits pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Do it yourself. Second part is limit pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. And the options for that questions, कहाँ गया? Options are minus pi, 0, minus pi by 2, and pi by 2. कर लो. वही गलत हुआ था ना पहला वाला. हाँ. ये तुमने एक जगह लिमिट -7 pi by 6 तो डाली हुई थी. ये पॉजिटिव कैसे आ गया था ये? हाँ. हम्म इसका. हाँ. minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. लिमिट से भी कर सकते, ग्राफ से भी कर सकते हैं. From pi by 2 to pi, it will be 1 and no, first you break pi by 2 to 5 pi by 6, and the value would be 1. Pi by 2 to 5 pi by 6. At pi by 2, the value is 2. 5 pi by 6 value is 1. Out of 2 and 1, which is smaller? 1. And then 5 pi by 6 to 7 pi by 6. Out of 1 and 0 will be 0. So usko to I'll write 0, only forget that. Then 7 pi by 6 to 3 pi by 2 will be minus 2. 7 pi by 6 to 3 pi by 2, it will be minus 2 because sine, it is 2 sin x, not sin x. It is 2 sin x. कर लो. क्या हुआ? कौन सा? वो तो ऊपर आ रहा है ग्राफ. पाई. तो -2 तो बाहर लिखा है मैंने. मैंने -2 बाहर लिखा है, वो एक ही बात है. पाई टू 7 पाई बाय 6. हाँ, वो भूल गया मैं. ये वाला 0 था ना. आई फॉरगॉट 1. पाई टू 7 पाई बाय 6, it will be minus 1. राइट. कितना आ रहा है फाइनल आंसर? Minus pi by 2 is the answer. Now, how can you can answer this same question by using graph? Let's use only graph now. From pi by 2 to pi, it is from pi by 2 to 7, 5 pi by 6, 1 now. So the area of this rectangle. From this to this, it is 0. Then from pi to 7 pi by 6, this is the area of the rectangle, which would be negative. 7 pi by 6, 3 pi by 2 will be minus 2. So area of this rectangle. So area of this rectangle, and this rectangle. So it has to be negative area. So out of 4 options, 2 were negative, I think. क्या options थे? Yeah. So 0 and pi by 2 will be ruled out. Okay. So you left only with 2 options. Now how to answer otherwise? Pi by 2 to pi, this length is pi, base is pi by 2. And the height is 1. This area is this. From pi to 7 pi by 6, what is the width? Pi minus 7 pi by 7 pi by 6, 7 pi by 6 minus pi. Pi by 6 is the width. But what is the height? Height is minus 1, right? Then this width is how much? 3 pi by 2, 7 pi by 6. 3 pi by 2 minus 7 pi by 6. And the height is minus 2. So you can use this area thing also and get the answer. Hmm? 7 pi by 4 to 7 pi by 3. 7 pi by 4 to 7 pi by 3. Fourth quadrant. 7 pi by 4. Pi by 4 is 45 into 7. So fourth quadrant. No? 2 pi minus pi by 4 is 7 pi by 4. No? Fourth quadrant में 7 pi by 3 60 is 210. Third quadrant. In third it is positive. Yeah, 7 into 45. 215, no? Hmm? 3? 315, sorry. And this is 7 pi by 3. Pi by 3 would be 60. 420. So 420 would be then which quadrant? And the problem is under root tan square x will be, no, it won't be tan x. It would be mod tan x because under root x square is mod x. And now you have to see where, uh, so mod, tan x will be 0 in between 315 and, so you have to break the limits. तो अब जरा देखो 315 तो तुम्हारा आ गया यहाँ पे, 420 का मतलब क्या हुआ, 360 प्लस 60, है ना? तो 420 यहाँ पे होगा, 420 इज बेसिकली 360 प्लस 60, फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट. सो tan विल बी जीरो हियर, सो यहाँ पे नेगेटिव है tan, यहाँ पॉजिटिव है, तो ब्रेक द लिमिट. लिमिट ब्रेक कैसे करोगे, 2 पाई पे ब्रेक होगी लिमिट. सो इट विल बी 7 पाई बाय 4 टू 2 पाई dx. So it is negative, so minus tan x. And 2 pi to 7 pi by 3, it would be plus tan x. Now you get your answer. So remember that root tan square x, root of anything square is always mod. Tan x का इंटीग्रेशन बताया ना. लॉग साइन एक्स लॉग सेक एक्स. लॉग साइन को डिफरेंशिएट करना जरा क्या आता है, tan आता है कॉट आता है, इट्स लॉग सेक एक्स. माइनस को ना बाहर ही रखा करो, कंफ्यूजन खत्म. ब्रैकेट लगाओ, कीप इट आउट, वरना वो नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव की प्रॉब्लम आएगी. सो इसको याद कर लेना, मॉड एक्स स्क्वायर अंडर रूट एक्स स्क्वायर ऑलवेज मॉड एक्स. आंसर इज डी. हाफ लॉग 2 और लॉग रूट टू sec 2 pi cos 2 pi is minus 1, so sec 2 pi no, no, 0. 1, it'll be 1. So log 1 is 0. Sec 2 pi is 1, na? Cos 2 pi is 1? नहीं, वो पाई होता है, वो पाई होता है. ब्रेक नहीं करी लिमिट्स. लिमिट ब्रेक हो रही है 2 पाई पे, तुम क्या कर रही हो? हाँ. हाँ. 7 pi by 4 इज 315 ना, तो उसको तुम लिख लो 360 प्लस 45. 360 प्लस माइनस 45, और 360 को नेग्लेक्ट कर दोगे तुम, तो जाएगा सेक माइनस पाई बाय 4. सो 2 पाई नेग्लेक्ट किया तो सेक माइनस पाई बाय 4. सेक पॉजिटिव होता है ऑड इवन फंक्शन, तो सेक पाई बाय 4 हो गया. सेक पाई बाय 4 मतलब 1/cos√2 हो जाएगा.
क्यों सर?
या
सर सेकंड फंक्शन में tan x में 2 पाई से
हाँ,
π/3 नहीं होना चाहिए?
2 pi to
π/3।
so it's the same thing ना. See, 420 is basically 360 plus 60. So you can always neglect this. You can always neglect 2 pi ना, तो वही आंसर आना चाहिए.
2 π/3 तो 120 नहीं होती?
Upper limit is 7 pi by 3. 7 pi by 3 is 420.
सॉरी सर, सॉरी सर।
So suppose I'm finding sec 7 pi by 3, right? So it'll be sec 2 pi plus pi by 3. Okay? I neglect 2 pi. So it's sec pi by 3. So, right? Do it at home later. Ending the class now.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank
ठीक
you,
है
sir.
सर.